So I've already done this video, but it was comparing New Zealand women's pair to the Chinese women's pair in a race at Henley Royal Regatta this year. But my unlisted video got copyright struck by Henley Royal Regatta, so I'm going to redo the video. And just mainly looking at this New Zealand women's pair, but comparing it there to the Chinese women's pair for this year. I think there are three things that are really good about the New Zealand women's technique. I think the main thing is that they keep their bodies, or the centre of their bodies, really still, and that really allows the boat to run and move towards them and allows them to not upset the momentum of the boat on the recovery. So obviously they do move their bodies, but not the centre of their bodies, so they are getting angle there. And yeah, it also prevents them from putting their weight into the stern and checking the boat that way, which often increases the wetted surface area and the water resistance at the stern at the catch. I think it also helps you be able to put the blade in and time the blade placement at the right time, because if it's just the boat moving to you, it's a lot easier to time the whole thing than if it's both you and the boat moving towards each other rather. I think something that they do really well as well is that on the drive they're moving the knees back horizontally, driving back on a horizontal plane, which keeps the force in the foot plate and on the blade and really lengthens the drive, because it forces them to extend their legs when completing the leg drive, and so that allows them to get much longer and smoother power application and a longer stroke without needing to get more angle at the catch or the finish. You can see the stroke woman hardly leans back at all, but she's really long in the water because of it. And I think the third thing that I think they do well is that they're really patient with holding the blade in the water at the finish, and this allows them to balance the boat really and to let the boat run. You'll really find that crews that are taking the blade out of the water, as the handle's coming towards them, it unbalances the boat or it checks the boat because all of their weight goes into the bows. But if you just hold the blade in the water for a moment longer, be patient before taking it out, it can really have a good effect on the boat speed and also on effortlessly balancing the boat there. And now, just for a comparison, to look at the Chinese.
Actually, I say that, Peter, but look.
There was a shot of them. So this crew, you can see how they're really moving to the boat, and that would really be checking the boat every stroke. The momentum would be upsetting the momentum of the boat there. There was a shot from the front that I'm looking for. Here it is. So you can really see how different it is compared to the New Zealand pair. See how the stern of the boat is dipping into the water quite sharply before the catch.